Hey everyone, Rob's here. We got Rob. Hi. Hello everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, this is Rob. Rob is only cool in all ways. And in case you don't know Handsome Rob is the name that my girl and I give Rob, because look at him, he's just guy's so handsome. And look at this hairstyle. Rob, I would love if you could just show off this hair.
It's like the almost there bun, so I get
God, it's so good. You know, like in case they can't see, we're actually gonna
some oral anime.
Wait, watch this. I'm gonna full screen this, so that way we can turn off magic. Yeah, look at this. Now you can actually get the full. God.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
spectacular.
Yeah, the real fun. Comes from when it's absolutely anime ridiculous.
Oh my God. No,
but mostly backwards.
Mostly backwards, but upwards as well. That's so good. Yeah, no, we were saying that Rob was Techno Sekiro downstairs. God, the fashion is so good. You see, like, I've been thinking a lot about hair lately and how I'm going to buy a hair transplant later this year. Like, 100%. Yeah, there's no way I'm not.
100%. What is a now? Does buying a hair transplant mean that the hair comes from someone else, or is that a transplant implies only from your body?
I think it's from my body to my body.
Okay.
So it's actually
or are there like local and like external transplants? You know.
You can go to
maybe we can get the community involved.
That's right. Hey, if any of you want to donate some hair to me.
No, it's like a privilege. You have to have like some type of competition to choose the. The lucky soul that gets to be a part of your life.
Yes. You get to pay me for me to use your hair.
That's right.
I'm an influencer.
With time.
Yeah. All right, let me show you this deck that we're going to be playing today. We're laddering up. This one is deck successfully imported. Jeskai Niv Mizzet. All right.
Whoa. You can import just by posting a list. How nice.
It's so good.
Long has that been there for like the whole time? Or was it? The question doesn't matter.
I don't know.
You've got the deck. That's what matters. Here we are. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like they've been adding so many features to this game.
Yeah.
That like.
So cool.
It's really nice now. How many? Oh, dude. I didn't realize I didn't have any Sarkons. But all right. So let's. So I want to get even more of you in there, but this green screen needs to get scooched over.
Maybe if I change my height so that the arms can almost like pass through each other, because then I can slide into here.
Oh, that's good. And then we can be even closer and we look better on camera and we can high five
yes.
more easily. Yeah, all right. Okay, so here is the deck. Okay, so first of all, do you know the current big mega cards in this format?
No.
Okay, well let's start. Let's just start with the biggest cat daddy of all. Look at this. 5/5, can't be countered. Flying. Whenever you draw a card, you deal 1 damage to any target, and whenever anybody casts a spell, you draw a card.
Okay.
He is just like this Gatling gun. You play him, and then
That's insane.
So the card that everyone hates, yet kind of like grits their teeth and says, "I guess it's not imbalanced," is Teferi.
Okay, why?
So his +1 is draw a card at the beginning of the next end step, untap up to 2 lands.
Okay.
So for instance, if you're on turn 6, you have 6 lands out, you can play Teferi. Draw a card, untap 2, and then you have the counter spell.
Yes.
So that's really nice.
That's very nice.
The -3 is done in emergency situations. Put target non-land permanent into its owner's library third from the top, called tucking. So you basically you like delay a threat for a few turns.
Has tucking been the established phrasing for this mechanic? How many?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Like
Teferi the Tucker. Teferi the Tucker.
Yeah. Tucker, hero of Dominaria. Also works at the AMC. But his -8 is ridiculous. You get an emblem with whenever you draw a card, exile target permanent and opponent controls. So it's any permanent, so you can just blow up all their land. Okay. And
as you gain card advantage.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
you
yeah,
draw.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah.
But getting to 8 on any planeswalker is still like bonkers, right? There's no like counter adders or anything.
No,
do you see it pretty
super easily. Yeah, you know, I mean, if you're playing the Esper deck, rarely. If you're against an Esper deck, 9 out of 10 times they go off, right?
Wow.
You know,
Okay.
this is kind of how the gods work in the game.
Okay.
But the thing that's actually really sick about this is that when you play Teferi, if you get the -8 off and you have another Teferi, you draw all the way to your deck until you have no more cards left. Then you play Teferi, -3 Teferi on himself to tuck it back into your own deck. Draw him again, play him -3 to put it back in your own deck, draw him again. And because you've -8, you've deleted all your opponent's land, so you eventually kill them with mill.
Yeah, that's incredibly annoying.
Yeah,
that would hurt a lot inside.
It's awful.
So what are the counters? Like, are there any what is the sideboard counter to you? Like, what are the matchups that we have trouble with, or should we wait and just until?
Yeah. I mean, well, this whole deck is not super common. This card is kind of like a core thing in the in this
meta right now, or just in this. Okay.
Yeah, just in the meta.
Cool.
The meta is basically mostly aggro, some mid range, and only like one hard control deck, which is the Esper control, the blue-black.
Cool.
White control decks that win with Teferi, because the aggressive decks are so good and they're so aggressive, so you need like access to super sweepers.
Sure.
Let me just go ahead and craft these with my wild cards craft all. So the whole point of this deck is to use something like Sarkhan or some of our other cards to get Niv Mizzet out stupidly early. So look, add 2 mana of any combination of colors, spend this mana only to cast dragon spells. Niv Mizzet is a dragon. And then we get Niv Mizzet out, and he just shoots everyone to death with the deal 1 damage. Also, this spell can't be countered as fantastique.
Yes.
So
also amazing that, I mean, really your only creatures are dragons, right?
This is actually a drake.
Oh, okay.
So
not the same.
Not the same. Drakes, not dragons.
They're not.
No, not even allowed into the same country clubs. It's really sad. It's really offensive. So if we look at the rest of the deck, treasure map, treasure map is kind of like a Swiss Army knife card. So the idea is treasure map, you can pay 1 to scry 1, and then you keep putting counters on the treasure map every time you do that. And once you have 3, the treasure map breaks apart into 3 treasures, which are artifacts you can sack for any color.
Okay.
And it flips and turns into this treasure cove, and then you can also use the treasure cove to sack a treasure and draw a card.
Dang.
So the treasure maps technically have some flexibility to let you like draw and stuff.
Yeah.
But really, we play a treasure map, we use it a bunch until it pops, and then we just try to play Niv Mizzet on turn 4.
Okay.
Or we Sarkhan Fireblood and then try to play Niv Mizzet on turn 4. Okay. The rest of the deck is, holy shit, I hope I stay alive, right?
Okay.
We got Spell Pierce, you can't cast no spells. Shock to shoot stuff, Lava Coil to shoot stuff, Justice Strike to shoot stuff, Deafening Clarion to shoot all stuff, and also creatures you control gain lifelink, which is surprisingly relevant.
Huh.
And then we have Cleansing Nova, Destroy All stuff. We're blue, so we got some card draw. We have some card draw. And I wanted to finish off with the most cruel card in the entire deck, which is Dive Down. We play a Niv Mizzet, your opponent's like, oh, I need to kill it, and they play it, and then you dive down your own Niv Mizzet to give it hexproof until end of turn.
Cool.
Now that I've done this explanation, I think this was a pretty good explanation.
Solid.
Wow,
Yeah.
I was really satisfied.
Clip it.
Wow. This is a 6-minute explanation. Yeah. Watch this viral explanation.
Check out Jeskai. How to?
In the sideboard, let's see here. It looks like we have some Lyras for the aggro matchups. Cleansing Nova and Deafening Clarion more for the aggro matchups. There's a couple annoying creatures that are indestructible. So Seal Away lets us exile that. That makes sense.
Cool.
And then in the control matchups, we have Negates to just have more counters, and Legion Warboss, because if it's control versus control, they generally don't have any creatures. So Legion Warboss, we run against control to just bang away. And there are actually some infinite turn decks, and we kind of need the Demystify to destroy the enchantments that enable it. Yeah, it's
wow, what a fun meta though. That's like,
it's actually really, really, really good. Like, it's actually so good.
Dude.
It's so good.
I didn't
like
catch any of the Mythic event, but I heard nothing but incredibly positive things about the general like variety of play. And, yeah. Enjoy. You gotta get fueled up before you play.
I'm such a slut for spinach. All right, so I see treasure maps. I see Niv Mizzet, and we're gonna hold on to this puppy.
Oh wow, yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, and 4 land. Okay.
All right.
Hey, not awful. Oh no, I guess you wouldn't end up using both anyway. Right? You just kind of protect it because it gets removed.
I may.
Would you ever throw both?
I may. Oh my god, this could be really good. Okay, so there's a lot of different decks that are viable right now. Okay. So this 2 islands, there is a mono blue deck that is really interesting and also really annoying. That essentially tries to establish a couple small dudes and then just kind of peck you to death with them while countering everything.
Okay.
As it turns out, this is not that. This is a deck that's built around the Arclight Phoenix. If you've cast 3 or more instant or sorcery spells, return Arclight Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield.
And so is that primarily about getting it as many of them discarded as possible?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Returning them with small spells?
Yeah, so you have like draw 2 cards, then discard a card.
I feel like you'd run out of gas quite quickly.
There's so many cantrips.
Okay.
By the way, so Rob played a shitload of Magic for a number of years. I just think you haven't played in the last 2 years or so.
Yeah.
Like basically just when all of these cards came out.
Actually, well, since, I mean, what was it, Return to Ravnica? So like 4 years.
Yeah, Return to Ravnica was 2012.
Oh, man. Was? Oh, yeah, BWC, because that was when I bought that box. Yes,
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna scry.
Okay. And you're doing this before you draw the cows.
I'm gonna do this.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna draw. Ooh, Chemistry's Insight.
Cool.
Okay. Glacial Fortress. We're gonna play. Beep. Treasure Map 2. We're gonna play. Beep. All right. Chargers 8 Jim. Perfect.
What?
Oh, his name's Chargers 8. I don't just.
I didn't even think to look at his name. I was like, a football?
Sean, why are you saying?
What are these jokes? Oh, no.
I think. I feel like I'm eventually gonna want
6 anyway.
I mean, I'm
Really?
gonna. I mean, you know what? If this one's a
like
land,
stuff.
yeah, let's go ahead and hang on to that.
Well, this way you can have it untapped, and you can use 4. Or do you keep it with Scry? Oh, didn't pay the 2 either. Don't need it.
Don't need it, don't want it. Well, yeah, I gotta wait again until this is here, and then
Okay.
I think Chargers 8 Jim might just say GG.
Really?
Talaz Ginger says, anyone know why I scry on my turn and not his opponent's? I am trying to scry as soon as I have the mana humanly possible. I could wait until end of turn, but my opponent isn't playing any threats that I need to respond to, so really I'm trying to scry on my own turn to make sure that I'm drawing correctly.
Okay. Those become relatively threatening.
Immediately.
Yeah, like real quick. Especially before the end of the Okay. Oh, word.
Okay, and therefore we go to main.
Okay.
I don't want to play all this shit. I think Niv Mizzet seems probably pretty good. So we're going to need 1 red mana, and then we're going to need 1 blue mana. Oh, look at him! Oh, and then he crosses.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
What's up, homies?
Yeah. All right. Now, if my opponent wants to kill this, it's going to be a little bit difficult because this has 5 toughness. There's a lot of things. Well, there's a few things that deal 4.
Nice. Yes, we take those. Where do we do the one
This is deal 5 damage. Ah, son of a bitch. Yeah, this is one of the only cards that can actually deal. Alright, so we're just going to accept 5 damage and just be like, Chargers 8 Jim's probably better than we are.
Ooh. Magic. Now, is it worth using your
I don't think so.
scry?
Damn, you've killed my Niv Mizzet.
Whoops.
Oh, actually, I shouldn't have done this at all because you can just immediately blow it up with a beacon bolt.
Do you have another thing? Oh shit! You could have had Crackling Drake out to hold D for 1 extra turn. That's okay.
mean,
We're in the game.
I literally am just talking through what is happening, and not thinking about what I should do.
Damn it! So what is that? Does it have Jumpstart? Is that?
Yeah. So I think we actually just immediately die.
It's okay. We got game 2 and game 3.
My favorite games.
Yes.
Especially when I'm down 0-1. I have to like them.
There's a new Star Wars trailer.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've only ever seen Star Wars: A New Hope. I've seen none of the other Star Wars.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I think I might just jump straight to the last one, so that way I can just cut out all the middle.
Yeah. There's I don't remember the name of the order to watch them in. There's like a is it gonna let you just
All right, so I think I'm gonna block the larger damage one.
I
Seems to make sense to me.
What do you think he has behind? Something for 2 damage, or
well, the thing is that whenever we draw a card, we can deal 1 damage, and whenever a spell is cast, we can deal 1 damage. So if this beacon, yeah, so if this beacon bolt goes off, yeah, I'm actually not entirely sure why our opponent chose to do it in this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot this, and then before this resolves, I'm gonna sack the treasure map to draw 1.
Nice.
Which then triggers Niv Mizzet dealing a damage, so we get to shoot the Electromancer. Maximize velocity is a bit of a pain in the ass.
Do you think he only... No, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, he's planning on resummoning it, I would assume. Right. Okay.
Very well.
And
Okay, so first things first. I think we're going to play our Crackling Friend.
Cool.
He's going to function as a good blocker. Oh, I forgot to scry. I literally put the stop there. I should scry right now. Fuck. I am missing a lot of opportunities to scry here.
Well, you're training a noob right now, so you're carrying this big rucksack, a Rob rucksack.
Do I really have no instants or sorcerers in my graveyard, man? It's like so funny.
You could throw your shock out, just right.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna
thing for 2. Face for 2
to assert
shock.
dominance. It's like when you're having a nice dinner with someone, you just reach over and just smack them in the face, right? Just be like, just want to make sure you know I care. Yeah. All right. I like having this shock here. This is pretty good. This is actually us right now. We're just like, actually, do you have your glasses? Can we? Yeah, there you are. That's just not that. This is for some reason the funniest thing to me. This is so funny. All right.
It's a shot. Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait a sec because.
All right. That's a real bummer for us. Do we still wait a sec? Is there any benefit?
I think so.
That thing dying. Quit.
All right, so. Pass. Okay, cool. So we're gonna shock this, and then we're gonna scry once with our map treasure.
Wow. Well, I guess that's staying right there, huh?
Okay, so I'm gonna go to my turn. Oink. Oink.
Oh, that was his turn. That's great news. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
That's. Okay, so
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna enter this. I'm going to scry now, and you might be like, why scry?
I can guess.
I probably don't want the lava coil. Now I have 3 treasures. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Teferi.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, so we're going to plus to draw.
Because that's why it's good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cool. Man.
And now when it hits end of turn, we're going to untap the 2 treasure coves that we have, which will allow us to do 2 things. We can either tap them to draw off the treasure map. Ral.
Woo.
Ral.
Was this expected?
It's sometimes run in these decks as just like some insurance policy. Okay, so resolve this. This is fine. I will probably Teferi Tuck. Coming up.
The other one's going bye-bye.
Cool. And now he's digging for Lava Axe so hard.
Lava Axe. Isn't that like the sorcery speed 5 mana deal 5 damage to target player?
Yes, it is. One mountain, 4 colorless, 5 damage sorcery.
Get the
speed.
absolute
That's
stone cold fury.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and draw.
Okay.
So we have a lot of ways to draw. So it's actually. So I kind of want to tuck because this guy's drawing 1 a turn. I think what I actually want to do is just use the treasure maps because this is sort of like free draws. I don't need the mana. I mean, for God's sake, look at this hand.
Can you tuck in Deafening? Or would you tuck his route?
A Deafening is actually only to creatures.
Okay. Not wood.
So Sarkhan helps because it's discard a card, draw a card. But I think we are going to draw again, because we're trying to achieve an additional Niv Mizzetage. Because we're kind of a little bit Niv committed. So I'm going to now opt. Kind of would have preferred to not opt, but that's fine. Your pal day 9, sometimes he opts. 35 cards in here. Well, I'm still not Teferi-ing. Alright, discard a card.
Oh, cool.
And discard this Sacred Foundry. That's okay. You know, I'm just gonna straight up fuck this guy. I waited until the last possible second.
Bye-bye, Ral.
Goodbye, Ral. It's nice knowing you, Ral. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we are more than likely dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's a maximized velocity here. So the instant our opponent is able to play any old creature.
Is Clarion instant?
Nah, it's sorcery.
Oh, well.
Isn't that sad?
Well, that makes a ton of sense. I didn't see all the effects on it. Ooh, wow. That is a sizable number of powers.
Oh, fuck. I'm trying to think. Because this is target creature you control. Can make it hexproof. Fuck. Is there any... What can I even draw?
One cost counter.
Yeah, it looks like we died.
What was Lava Coil?
That's sorcery speed.
Ah, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Shucks.
Farts.
You know, we did it. We had a couple misdeeds.
Okay. So, what would be good in this matchup? So, I think these... what do I think? Lava Coils, I feel like, have to be good. Fuck, how do I even sideboard in this stupid matchup? So, like, Seal Aways feel good. Lyra Dawnbringers feel good. Cleansing Nova doesn't feel great. I think these Deafening Clarions don't feel great. Do I want the negates? Probably not. Actually, this looks like a pretty solid sideboarding plan.
With the Deafening Clarion, we do know that he's playing those Phoenixes. Is there a scenario where, you know, Deafening Clarion isn't a bad thing to have in play?
I think the argument I'd make is that I want to just seal those away, because those are the big scary dudes. I have a lot of
it's exiles.
hard removal.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Cool.
And then this can be my blocking angel.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Rad.
Do you know Savitz?
Savitz, yeah.
Yeah, dude, Savitz just... Savitz, he got third at the Mythic Invitational.
What?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, for
Congratulations,
75K, and just hosted us for 1,663 viewers.
Bonus round.
Hearts to you, Savitz. Dude, it was so great. Like,
dude, that's amazing.
oh, speaking of not amazing.
Wow.
Ah!
Oh man, and that was on a mole. What a drag.
You know what?
No. Are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna get there, because if I draw a mana,
yeah,
I can keep scrying for mana. And you know what? I never amn't lucky.
Are we on the draw? So,
we're on the play.
You know. Oh, okay. Just
which is
JK, LOL.
off to main.
Here we go. That's okay. I hear that every time you do this, you have a 100% chance of drawing a land on your first draw.
And
as the play, there
uh-oh.
Well.
Uh-oh. Hey.
Statistics are a little weird online.
Uh-oh. Did we accidentally bump something over here? Could you lift up that monitor and hand it to me?
Yes.
Why are all the frames dropping? I've never had this happen.
Too much fire on one screen.
Yeah, it looks... okay, it looks like there was just an internet blip. Oh, yeah, no, the internet is shitting the bed.
Oh. It's coming,
well,
coming back. Okay, well.
Slide this back.
As soon as you observe it, it changes its reality.
Yeah. It looks like we're at super low FPS, but we're just gonna keep an eye on it. Holy shit, we got our op spell pierce. That's so funny. So we're dead. We're 100% dead, because if you don't get the land there, never mind. Day 9's on the route to victory. If this gets countered, then we are, like, totally effed.
Nice.
Yeah, it resolves.
I love it when you do the thing and you don't get effed.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. This is the game. We need what? Oh wow! All right, land is like our only option.
Slide you closer. Yeah, I just want to. I want to make sure that all of you, as much of you that is in the frame as possible. Oh my God, we're gonna have the mildest weekend. It's gonna be.
Wow.
And we can actually deal with that amazingly. I still think that I need to scry for land. I have more blue sources, so I need this open for the white.
Okay. Oh, did we not want to kill? Oh, I guess Cracking Great can always be killed with Justice Strike, and we have some health to gamble with.
Shit. No, this is. I mean, everything's terrible. It's just,
So does Justice Strike kill these?
It would have. And my logic was if we did it that turn, we still don't get to play a land necessarily. So I thought that scrying would be more important.
Understood.
But as it turns out, we're
just in trouble. Not dead yet. We might have a couple entries. Okay. Well, you know when your set block goes down to basically 1, you still have the removal.
I don't need to live. It's good. You know, it's times like these when I really hate that pose. It's like, are you happy to see me? Like, all right, let's
He's
draw.
fashionably late. We should have known with the pose.
All
We
right,
should
that
have
was.
known.
All right, okay. You know, we.
You're adjusting decks. That's all. That's all.
We should draw land. we didn't draw any land. If we drew any land, it would have happened. It didn't happen at that time.
So that is 100% mole. Do you think, in hindsight, or it's like okay to gamble? What's your land count in this deck?
26 or 27. Count. Most people are doing. Oh, 25. Wow. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And then you have the treasure maps.
Yeah, because we have treasure maps and we have Sarkhan.
Low cost. Some cycling stuff. Nice, right?
I mean, all of these enter the battlefield tab. We're hanging on to it. We're a fast and loose hand keeper over here.
You at least have the option to pay the 2 if you need. Right?
So let's see. I want to. No, these are just hard tapped.
Oh well.
They enter the battlefield unless you control plains or islands.
Oh, okay.
And the shock lands are like island lands.
Okay.
So I'm going to play the mana that will permit us to hit a Deafening Clarion. Should we hit that? Uh-oh. So we're up against Mizzet. And Mizzet is running Teamer, which is blue-red-green. And this deck is called Teamer Reclamation, because there's this card called Wilderness Reclamation that says at the end of your turn, untap all your lands. So you get multiple of those out, and you tap all your lands, and then untap them, tap all your lands, untap them, tap all your lands.
Act in between the
because
stack effects.
Yeah, mana disappears after phases, so you're staying on the end step, just tapping, untapping, tapping, untapping. And then what you do is you cast one of those spells that's like deal X damage, draw X cards, and X is like 20.
Oh wow! And are you past the end step, so you don't have to discard? Does discard only trigger at the beginning of the end step, or is it?
Well, if you're shooting for 20 and drawing 20, most of the time that's just like, yeah, you did it. So it looks like Mizzet is stuck on land. We would assume that Mizzet has the Wilderness Reclamation in hand. A land wasn't played on the last turn, and Mizzet opted to keep this, so I think it's 99% chance a Wilderness Reclamation pops down. No way! I have never been wrong. So how do I want to do this? I think just
you must
slamming Teferi. I mean,
you got 2 of them. Maybe you're gonna get a. What's Surveil again?
R. Wood says the cleanup step, which is when you discard, is after the end step. What are you referring to?
Okay. When I was asking him about what happens when you draw 20. So if you made it to the end step, like if your ping didn't kill, then you would have to discard.
Yeah, I just didn't answer your question. I was like, well, you shot him for 20, so there you go.
He's dead. It doesn't matter, Rod.
You have a dead guy.
Well, since we're back on that topic, I also wanted to ask if you have to draw more than your remaining cards, do both of those triggers happen at the same time, and you can end up in a draw? If I have like 10 cards remaining, and I ping him for 20 and need to draw 20?
It's shoot first, then draw.
Okay, cool.
So we're losing to fairies like crazy.
Dang. This guy is quite the Teferi murderer.
What a dick.
Yeah.
What I actually
What's a
need
fairy ever do to him?
in this deck, or in this situation, is one land. Because then if I play Niv Mizzet, I can use Dive Down to protect Niv Mizzet.
That'd be quite nice right now.
God, it would feel so good.
We just need some things.
This deck has not a lot of ways to deal with Niv Mizzet directly. That is a disgustingly good draw.
Really?
Yeah, because this is destroy all artifacts and enchantments.
Okay, and he does that?
Yes. This deck runs a lot of enchantments. It's an enchantment-based deck.
Oh.
We've already seen 3 counter spells out.
Okay.
So I'm happy to report that we're going to be kicking ass.
Safe.
S-A-F-E, safe.
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 There it is.
Oh, okay.
I've found it.
Okay. But
Wilderness Reclam.
do you immediately cleansing, or do you get...
Oh. I think I'm just going to cleansing it.
Okay.
Maybe. You know, I think you're actually right. I think we should live.
Is cleansing only one or the other, or is it both?
It's
Like,
one
can't be
or
both.
the other.
Super.
Yeah, fuck.
Super.
Every
Yeah,
time we
super
Niv Mizzet, we
heavy.
gotta fucking do the.
The timing's gonna get there.
Alright.
Best Niv Mizzet duo.
Oh god. Alright, I'm swinging in. I'm just gonna turn that
Yes.
deck sideways.
And
I'm
then
a
it's
dragon
It's
too!
like destroy one tapped creature. He doesn't have white.
Yeah, he just exiles it and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I actually forgot to update the deck that I have. Thanks everyone. This is maybe my greatest regret.
Way to go, team.
Deck master. The deck name is Jeskai Niv Control. And let's submit that. Let's use the current deck. Perfect. Look at Feo says, Rob, you are so handsome. Guy, isn't?
You have the best chat. You have always had the best chat.
It's so true. It's so true. Like if this were Forzen's chat, then I mean that's Forzen's chat is a torture chamber starring Forzen.
Actually, but if Forzen's chat was this benevolent, how much good could be done to the world?
God, it's
That's
so true.
The question. That's the question. We can turn the tide, Chuck.
The wilderness is reclamating. Like, I really just need to get through this turn. Oh, we maybe are dead.
Oh,
1,
dear.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times. Oh,
He has 8 times 3, so is it...
fuck.
Is it good, yeah?
Yeah, I mean...
Because he has 7 times 3, is that...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, it's like colorless plus spell?
Yeah, so... Alright, so... There's one way that we can live. There's one. Juste un. Which is that if we have... if when this bastard casts the spell, we draw a Spell Pierce off the top.
Ooh. How does that say this?
Because Spell Pierce counters a spell unless the opponent's... or unless the controller pays 2.
Cost 0. Whoa, where did he get 10? Oh, just kidding. He's already reset it once.
Yeah, he's tapping, untapping, tapping, untapping.
Oh,
tapping,
I did not realize that was how it worked. That makes a lot more sense, though.
So this is going to be Expansion Explosion for 20. Expansion Explosion. The explosion half says deal X damage, draw X cards.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And in this case, X is going to be 20. Alright, let's see if we can draw a Spell Pierce like a boss. Oh, shit. We didn't. But it was a 1-mana blue spell, and I was like, come on!
Oh.
Alright, so...
They're lucky. What are our counter choices? How do we
Okay.
sideboard?
We don't need the Deafening Clarion, because there's no creatures to speak of in there.
Fair.
Don't need these Lava Coils.
Do you throw another Nova in there so that you have a... Okay.
Misfire, destroy target enchantment. That seems pretty good.
Pretty good.
We might consider this. We're definitely boarding in these 4 negates. These 2 shocks probably don't need either of those shocks. So for that reason, I think bringing in the Cleansing Nova is good. Ooh, I think the Legion War Bosses are going to be pretty nice here.
I'll just have some more stuff out early. Cool.
Yeah, put the pressure on them. This is an instant, right? You know, I think I actually cut these 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, I mean, maybe I have 1 in here. The fact is, I kind of want the Justice Strikes, because our opponent does run Niv Mizzet.
Okay.
I don't want to have no Justice Strike.
Sure. I mean, I think you definitely want 1 Cleansing Nova so that so you're not just trading like 1-to-1.
Yeah.
So we want to punish him on his setup turns.
You know, we'll just cut a Drake.
Hey.
We actually, the Drakes are the slowest one here. Actually, I think this is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, because if we just...
We did
If
that
we
in
just
a bunch of instances.
if we shit on tons of enchantments, what are you gonna do?
Throw him out. Or take him to the wall.
I hope we win 1 game.
We're gonna right now.
I just
We're gonna win the whole match.
I love games 2 and 3 for
What
that
deck
reason.
were you playing previously? Yeah, you said Gruul.
Yeah, let me first just state. Fuck.
That's my fault. Oh, that works too.
Okay.
This is like playable.
And we've mulliganed, so we get to scry. Oh.
Yeah, we take those.
I'm feeling pretty fly for a scry guy. What is this spicy deck? Smurf Dirty. This is Jeskai Niv. Dude, I'm really excited about the OpenAI thing tomorrow.
Dude. Yeah, well, okay, so is the expectation for OpenAI to, like, crash?
You know, I don't know.
Because I wonder how much outages there on this general, like, power struggle between OpenAI and... Ooh!
Why did this player keep in Shiv and Fire? I guess our opponent did see Crackling Drake, probably thinks there's maybe more creatures in here than there are. Either way, shit. Fucking hell.
Ooh, wow. He's out there.
So I think that we must Sarkin in order to draw, or discard and draw, but looks like it's going to get countered. So far so good. Our opponent has 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I mean, like with the OpenAI stuff, it could be the case that, like...
That is just so mechanically.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a number of things, because it's like... we tend to think of computers as being, like, mechanical perfection incarnate. Why did I not play this first? Because then I can counter the counter. Fuck! Never explain things and play Magic at the same time. Ah! This is literally... I have done this for, like, years playing card games, where I'm like, oh, I have enough room to think.
It's so hard. Are you fine? You're fine. No?
Yeah, we're okay. Bring it on.
Yeah, that's right. Ping him. Yeah.
Die!
I'll show you.
So we tend to think of computers as being mechanically spectacular. And that's because if you are having someone write super precise instructions, I mean, it's going to be amazing at that.
Sure.
But with learning, the Dota bots were not actually super duper crazy good at... I'm not even sure what the fuck I want. I think I just keep going for something valuable.
Yeah. Niv.
Yeah. Niv would be very, very good to get to. I think I actually maybe need to...
That's annoying.
Fuck. Internet's cutting out. Fucking hell.
Yeah, we're stuffing those tubes. Top tier content.
I really do think we just keep digging for our good buddy Niv Mizzet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way down.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming back. Yeah, guys, this is just Comcast. Everything's going fine. It's just we're just getting Comcasted. Lots of good freeze frames.
That's from the latest block, right?
I think that's the one that we want to do.
Cool. Yes. Okay. Oh no, you don't need it.
No, I think we're just at this point digging for
things that do stuff.
Yeah.
That really do some stuff. Okay, now do you counter his counter with your 2 of your treasure dudes? Does you still have 6 open in case you draw Niv?
I don't think so.
Really, you don't save Sarkhan?
I don't think so. Sarkhan does not actually do terribly much other than let us cast Niv Mizzet and cycle lands.
Oh, good. I
And
was just imagining.
yeah, if I blew up 2 of these treasures, then that would reduce my ability to draw, which could be fine. But like, also, our opponent has 1 card in hand, so we can just like negate that. Oh my god, look at this Vwem with the gifted subs. And before Vwem, we had Mr. Jorah with the 5 gifted subs.
Oh,
Rob,
wow.
give him a high
What a
5.
sweetheart.
Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Jorah. Thanks,
Way to
Vwem.
go.
And I'm sorry about all the internet connection.
Happy Friday, V-Quest.
Yeah, I know. Like it's very hard to fit all our hotness down one tube, as you were suggesting. Do I counter this? I think I don't.
Maybe if we asked Comcast and I said it was multiple tubes.
That'd be so good. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Yeah, I mean everything's gonna untap. I'm gonna tap this land. I'm gonna turn this one sideways. Woo.
So now
And
he
that's
has
gonna untap.
drawing stuff. Do you think is this a viable cleansing Nova turn?
Yeah.
I guess we wait and see the draw.
Yeah, we wait and see what goes down. Yep, there's douchey. Blowing both of these up is huge. This card is amazing because when it flips, you can pay 3 and tap it. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land, and put it into your hand.
Oh wow!
So it's like. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna pay the 2 land, and we're going to. Boy, it really does not ever want to use the right land.
Oh, so is this anything, or is it going to color this only?
Sorry, I need to do this properly.
Yep, cool.
Alright, so we got to do this first. We have to draw this. Boink. Alright, there's our Niv Mizzet insurance. So this is white. This is white. And then we keep these 2 open, right? Perfect. Because it destroys all artifact and enchantments, so we would blow up our own treasure maps. It's something we've done all the time here on this channel. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a very regular practitioner of killing my own treasure maps here.
Experienced. Great.
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, or would, well, because then it just gets to cast it again, I guess. That's why we didn't negate, and we can negate the next one.
Frank Peanut says, I also noticed I wasn't a sub because you wanted to give a Crackling Drake hexproof to stop velocity. Oh, I couldn't have done that anyways. I didn't even read anymore because Dive Down says target creature you control, so I just stopped reading it. I was like, oh, doesn't apply to me. 1, 2, 3, not it. Alright, so another wilderness. Alright, so sometimes in these control matchups, players will board in like something like a biogenic ooze. And biogenic ooze is actually a pretty sick thing. It's like these cards that are obnoxious to deal with because often I will remove all of my counters. Or not all my counters, all my cards that deal with creatures. So
Well,
I guess I do want opt because another opt lets me dig too deep, huh?
Oh, okay. Super.
And I want to cast it main phase, so that way I can plausibly draw an additional land.
Cool.
Now, the one issue is that I don't have a negate up. But what are you going to do?
Oh no.
Oh.
What?
Because this is a 2/2. It would just block it.
Oh, I thought that you hit all attack.
Fuck.
Well, shucks.
just used one of my Justice Strikes. Fuck.
Right, well. And we must. Huh? And you have enough.
Let's do dive down.
Fair.
I just want to win a game.
Oh no. Dive down. Boom. Save it. Sick.
The 1/1 shall live forever.
Yes.
Alright, so this didn't do it.
Ooh.
Let's get the hell out of this
Didn't
game.
get there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really sorry about that. Poor stream quality. We're just getting Comcast. I have not been able to do a full week of streaming in so long because I've been out of town and doing things, and now Comcast is just
They were
POS.
confused. They were like, the last few weeks you haven't been doing this many hours.
There's an Xfinity store not opening far away from here, so...
So that implies better customer service from...
no, I mean, anytime it goes wrong, I'm just going to be like, hey, my internet's down. Hello, I'm here. Just going to show right up.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, this is... That's actually not great. We have no way to draw. We can shock early, but we don't even have the mana for Deafening Clarion.
Okay.
This is better because there's more land, and we get the chance to scry.
Still
Yeah,
tricky, though.
how is the stream stabilizing at all? Field of Ruin? No, I don't want that one. Sam Scale, happy 27 months. I love the number 27. That's my birthday. It's the 27th.
Same. Yeah, September.
I thought you were 926.
Today we learned. Yeah, September 27th.
Whoopsie doopsie. Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad, super choppy. You know what? We're gonna do a quick turn off and turn on. Actually, let's just do this real fast.
Choppy
Let's
like the
see.
ocean. Foamy. White. Okay. Well,
Well, let's see what it does. Sometimes it comes up and just plummets back down again.
up will be the problem. Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That was it.
Jesus Christ! The upload.
Dang.
What the fuck, man?
Huh. Comcast. If
Comcast.
you're listening, we need 2 tubes.
Yeah, we need more internet.
Tubes.
Boy, this is a real pain in the ass. It's fine. I mean, if this keeps up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the stream off real fast. And give Comcast a call and try to fix it. And if it doesn't fix, then that's our show.
I hope you heard that, Tubes. He's serious. Open up. Open up now.
Tubes.
Tubes.
Tubes. So it's all fine by us. We don't really mind so much. Just gonna add some dragon mana. Let's do some white mana and some white mana. Alright, next. Cool.
Because you didn't want to discard.
Yeah, I like my cards. I think my cards are cool. Pretty cool cards here.
Oh, and there's no... Never mind, it's a long time ago.
Consider any internet provider? Nope.
No mana burn.
Nope. Monopoly. Monopoly, Monopoly, Monopoly. That's it. It's the only internet service provider here. I mean, technically, there's one other one that does like 5 megabits down and 1 megabit up. So that's going to be something that I don't do for sure. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
I have failed you.
Big turn.
Well, I mean, getting to play Teferi is pretty dang good. Because I've been talking a lot about Niv
Keep
Mizzet.
up the pace.
So let's draw. Well,
I've been talking a lot about Niv Mizzet as like a win condition, but Teferi is a completely acceptable one as well. Yeah, I have to call Comcast about once every 3 weeks.
really?
Yeah, the internet hard cuts out about twice a month.
No.
Yeah, it just completely cuts down for about 8 hours.
Problem was, showed up, we got those two, and we're having our adjustment games, and we're like, you know what? Didn't want this.
It would be really nice if our opponent casts an expansion explosion at this point in time, because often I will have 3 mana available for an absorb, or 2 mana available for a negate. So now I can do this.
Oh,
My
double
opponent,
spell pierce.
yeah, my opponent can pay 2 mana, and that's fine, because then we will spell pierce the explosion again.
Mm-hmm. Can he see you playing with your cards? Are there any digital tells?
I think there is some digital tells, but like...
Alright. Yes. Yes. No way he has a second spell. Oh, damn.
Alright, so that's pretty good. There's already 2 expansion explosions down, which is very nice.
Cool. And he like 100% plays 4.
Yes. Very yes. So we're going to go ahead and just destroy all artifacts and enchantments now. Reduce the number of options that Tin Pan can do.
Cool.
We'll untap this one, and I think this one. Make sure we got a white mana open.
Scare him just a little bit.
Yeah, because the big counterspell in the game right now is called Absorb, which is 2 blue and a white. For counter a spell, gain 3 life.
Okay. Did we want to... Wow, well done.
I did it.
Impressive.
Took us a little bit. Now if I look, wow, nothing's getting through. Fucking holy hell.
We switch to slideshows. Like we'll do full text updates to match the frame.
Alright, so we're gonna pay 2 life. We're gonna do this first. Because when Niv Mizzet lands, we still have priority, which means we can then to fairy. Yeah.
Hold that thought.
Cool.
Well, it's not protected, but it's really hard for this deck pre-sideboarding to deal with Niv. And alright, search for his Kanta. Doesn't flip until he puts that in the bin. Okay, search for his Kanta now. Flips.
And now what is it? What's its special attack? Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. We're going to do this slowly. Do it slowly. So what I'm actually going to do is something weird looking. I'm going to Justice Strike my own Niv Mizzet, draw a card, because if we draw a dive down, we can cast it on Niv Mizzet, and the Justice Strike and the Lightning Strike will not resolve. Okay, so we got an opt, which is still pretty good.
Something.
What the fuck, game?
What?
What the fuck?
Huh.
What the ah?
Can we watch the slow-mo? Did something happen with the
No, I did everything fine.
no, like when if the game asks for mana clarification and if you just click again, if it skips that step.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
No time for a break.
That's okay, we still have options. We can still get out of this alive, Sean.
Yeah, we're gonna be farting. Fuck. I mean, our Teferi is at 8, so we can just start exiling shit, which is good.
Oh, good point from Phantom of a Res that hexproof on your own creature still allows you to target it because Shroud is the one that doesn't
that's
let
right.
you.
That's right. That's right. Regardless, the real problem is that we didn't get to opt.
That is the problem.
Rage.
Oh, I guess.
Oh yeah. The rage is too much.
But now you can super shock. And he's got to think the
Yeah, yeah. This is actually a very nice counterspell setup.
Ooh, he's digging. He's got it.
He's got expansion, but he'll need a wilderness reclamation if he wants to be able to shoot this. He might just shoot this for 1.
Oh, we just keep you away from it.
Stop that. Now.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
I'm just gonna close Dropbox.
Smart.
I mean, it's not doing anything.
Well, now it's definitely not.
Yeah, there's no way it's doing nothing.
Wouldn't even dream of it.
Alright, so now first things first, let's opt. Let's
Let's go cards.
Okay, let's just Chemistry's Insight and just ditch this. Wishy wash.
Well,
I mean,
is deafening nice? Is that's a choose?
no, it's just the life link and deal damage to creatures thing.
So
Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording because it appears. Well, I guess we're recording, but like none of it's going out to the internet.
See if it's going to be uploaded.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
still a
this
show
is-
happening. We swear.
All right, Tin Pan concedes because Tin Pan can't deal with the Teferi.
Let's go. Good thing you didn't kill the stream there.
Yeah.
Now we have proof. We have proof that we got to win.
If you have proof, all right, Demystify comes in. Cleansing Nova comes in. We think the Legion War bosses should probably be a participant. All the Negaties. Let's get rid of the Lava Coils and the Shocks.
Clarion.
Yep, let's get rid of the Deafening Clarion. And I think we decided that we probably don't want the Drakeys in here.
Alright, let's go Tin Pan.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as I check, we have, like, big drops on the packet side. So I'm just going to call Comcast after this. I'm going to call Comcast after this. You guys should be getting audio and probably no video.
Oh, yeah. Well, they get a radio cast then. Here we are moving into game number 2 of Day 9 versus Tin Pan.
Currently leading the series 1-0 because, frankly, I think Tin Pan could have won it. But a lot of times with carry -8s, players are like, I'm out!
Well, it was certainly more of a mental defeat. You took his soul in that first game, and that's what we're gonna try to do here, moving into game number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. We're seeing a few of those. We had the higher statistic of some of those negates coming through in our opening hand. We added them here, moving into game number 2. Okay. Because there's definitely nothing he's playing that would warrant a spell piercing.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking. I don't just slam the Legion War Boss on.
Oh, really?
Turn. I'm thinking I don't.
Okay.
I'm thinking I don't do anything on this turn.
Oh, really?
Here's the reason. I don't want our buddy to be able to do anything.
Counterful.
Yeah. So now that
Oh, no. Oh.
Now that I'm in this position, I can play the Legion War Boss with a Sinister Sabotage, or some other threat comes in. Now I have Spell Pierce available.
Cool. Okay, things are looking up.
Oh, we have yellow.
Yeah, it keeps going up yellow and then right back. So. Lollygagging. Oh, nice as well. Oh, or just the Spell Pierce. That's why we put him in the deck.
Yeah, I think we negate. I think that's the right thing to do.
Cool.
So it also makes sense what our opponent was sitting on the entire time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. And we're going to discard the Justice Strike.
Ooh.
So then that way we are guaranteed enough mana. Alright, the plan is working out fantastically. The plan is working out.
Wow, way to go.
Okay. So we didn't have a Spell Pierce available then. But here's what we do. We're gonna add 2 mana in any color combination.
Ah, because then you have the Spell Pierce available.
And the dive down. So this and this.
Okay. Super.
I'm gonna play our sweet buddy Niv. Why on
Oh,
earth would it
is
use
there a way
those?
for us to get the...
No! I right clicked. Fuck. I think actually the fact that we're having internet issues.
Great. Spell Pierce, perfect.
No, I'm not gonna.
Oh no, wait, you're not gonna take 2 cards away from it?
No, at this point.
Oh,
Yeah,
I he can cast it.
I think that for the same reason that we are losing frames, it did not
it's not
register my undo. I actually think this makes sense as to what was happening earlier. That was, oh, what the fuck? Because, I mean, the game is playing, but, like...
Yeah, it's chugging. Oh, you know, it also chugs when your opponent leaves. That's right. You
All right.
got a victory on the board.
All right, guys, we're going to turn the stream off real fast and try to call Comcast and figure out what's up. So we'll be right back.